And we're live! Hi! I think I had the inflection that I usually do, but I was much quieter. It's tripping out. Good morning. It is Monday, isn't it? Thank you for joining us. If you have joined us, if you haven't, why not? What else are you doing right now? Oh, working? Okay, fine.
No, not yet.
But you're working from home, so there's no excuse. My dog's barking at me to let him in now, but I'm not going to. He's just going to have to bark. You're going to hear him.
Sorry, Joey.
That's right. Good morning. How was your weekend?
It was good. I'm exhausted again. It's like doing public things, which I did one public thing. I went to a movie, I went to a screening in the Heights, but I'm just like, anything is exhausting now. Like I have no stamina for anything.
Yeah. It's
Coke Zero.
Takes it out of me. Yeah. Yes, you got to see a screening in the Heights. I have not seen it yet. We're going to see it on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Go get your tickets, guys. If you have not gotten tickets, get your tickets. Let's make this a really big opening. We really want this to go well for our community.
It's so good. It's a really good movie, and again, if you haven't donated, you can go to studio or buymeacoffee.com.
Yeah, right up there.
Right there. We're sending a bunch of kids at my mom's school to go see the movie, and I was so pleased. And this is not a spoiler, but there are kids dancing throughout the movie, and I think they're just gonna love it so much. And I was just like, oh god, it's really inspiring. And they made some changes. Chrissy has done the show.
I have
And
twice.
They've made some changes. Yeah, they've made some changes, but the changes worked. I was a bit trepidatious about that, and it worked. It worked.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
They
it.
did a really good job.
Yes, I've mentioned before that the one of the changes is that the character I've played in the show before is not there.
I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, still a little upset by that. Yes, we are. Jean, thank you. We know there's some issues with Claudia's mic today, so it's just going to be a thing today.
I don't know.
We tried. We'll try and fix it for next time. You're just going to get rid of it.
How's that? Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, it might be.
Better, guys? Any better?
Not really. No.
Earbuds. I usually don't.
Maybe it's the earbuds.
I wonder if that's it.
That's it. Let's try it. Screwdriver time. Is it for you? Yes. Yes, Jean. We're a little out of sync, though, because we did it, what was that, last weekend?
Yes.
Last
Okay.
Monday?
Okay.
Well, he was there, but I don't think he was drinking, right? Were you drinking last week?
No.
Oh, you were. You were going to get one. Well, thanks for joining us. There's closed caption. That's true. There's closed caption. So some people will maybe find that helpful today. Yes, it might be your earbuds. We didn't think of that till just now. But anyway, this is our kind of show. We wing it a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's what we tend to do. I'll start while Claudia's getting set up. I'll start with I have a bit of news that was just as shocking to me as it might be to you, and that is that a project that I did. Oh, now we're getting an echo.
Oh, really?
Cannot win.
I don't have headphones. I don't have headphones on me, so I don't know what to do.
Well, let's go back to the other way, I guess. Because otherwise they're going to hear everything I say twice.
I don't hear
Yeah.
an echo, though.
No, because it's you're hearing your end. You're hearing me delayed. But the audience can hear both of us. I mean, both of my, me and my echo. Wow. Does everybody else feel like they're on an acid trip?
Oh, I wish.
I really hate hearing myself twice. Okay.
Okay.
Did that do it? That did it.
Okay. Cool.
We're in. You sound good. It's not cutting out. That's good. All right. Thank you, Chris. Oh, hi, Kitty. So the news I was going to announce, some of you may have seen it on Facebook already, is that a project I did called Home for Mom, which is a web series that is centered around families trying to find care for their aging parents, and in this home setting, board and care. As all this stuff I'm learning with my father, this centers around a board and care home called Home for Mom. I am one of the characters in it, and it has been nominated for short form Emmys. Bizarre, like we did it. So yeah, this was created and produced by Eloise Cooper-Smith, and so go on Facebook. You can see more about it there, but you can go for homeformom.online to see all the episodes, or to the FYC Emmys page, and you can see them all there as well. So there's several episodes. It's a musical, I should mention too. It is a musical. So it was a very creative way of talking about a subject that nobody wants to talk about. I am proof of that because my dad did nothing to prepare for this time in his life. So it's about getting people to actually talk about this subject, and which nobody wants to talk about, their end of life, right? Here we are, advocating for that. Please help your families. Hi, Cookie Party. Hi, Chris Van Horn. Thank you guys for joining us.
Cookie Party?
Yeah, I think that must have been a delay, because I think it's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, so I think they can hear you now. Anyway, that's my big news. So please go check it out. And if you're a voter, Academy voter, go vote, please.
And I think that's great, because I just watched one of those Hollywood roundtables with, actresses or whatever, and Patricia Arquette was actually talking about how we need more stories about the elderly. Like, that's one of the people that we don't have enough stories of. And it's always, if there are, it's usually like, an Alzheimer's movie where it's beautiful and they're walking on the beach and like gazing out to the sun. It's not real. Like, it's not, yeah.
Well, I will say the best representation I have seen, I think ever, is The Father. That is
and I haven't watched it yet. I'm so scared.
If you haven't seen that movie,
I feel like I'm exhausted from crying. So.
Oh, you'll be exhausted, especially if you know somebody in this position. But The Father is such a great, and it's a representation of what the person who has dementia or Alzheimer's is going through. So it was a play first. I never got to see the play, but the movie, my God, it is very.
Is it doing all the paperwork?
Yeah. Olivia Colman is me in that case. But yeah, so please watch that if you want to find out more. But that is one of the closest representations I've ever seen of that. But still, nobody talks about like the mundane part of like paperwork and what you have to do to prepare for all that time. So these are my PSAs, because I'm in the thick of it. I'm going to do some PSAs. We're going to talk about whatever, lots of things that people don't like to talk about. So. It's our new edict. Like kitties. Oh, people like to talk about kitties. Hi, Eddie. I had a couple of, my weird news things, too. One is that there was there's a theater in Ventura. They're doing a remodel, and during the remodel, somebody working on it found a wallet that had been lost 46 years earlier, and they found the woman whose wallet it was and returned it to her. Now, the money was gone, of course, but she had pictures in there, and she had a Grateful Dead ticket from 1973.
How cool!
Yeah,
and
very cool.
Still around.
And she was still around to get it. Yeah. So that's fun news. And then this is disturbing news. For anybody who flies. In the Mojave Desert, I think they're probably talking about the Lancaster airport out there. The Qantas airplanes, the Qantas crew, they're using brooms to keep rattlesnakes out of the cabin.
That's awesome.
I thought snakes in a plane was just a movie. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen.
Well, and at least it's the Qantas crew. Like, Australians are like, rattlesnakes, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. They're just going to use brooms to keep the rattlesnakes out of the cabin.
We actually
So
talked
remind-
about this last night. About,
Yeah.
like, Australian, I'm part of this movie Schmodown Network, which some of the people that watch us here have seen and have followed me over here. But we had a ladies' appreciation night last night, and I have a couple of members on my faction who are in Australia, and I'm like pushing to go, and everybody was like, "There's crazy animals out there," and I'm like, "Yes, I love the crazy creatures."
I do too. But I don't think I want rattlesnakes on my plane. When you're stuck for, 18 hours flying to Australia.
Have you ever eaten steak?
I think I have, actually. I think I've tasted it. Yeah, I did. I have had it.
It's pretty good.
Tastes like chicken.
Very soft chicken.
Yeah. Speaking of eating, I had one more thing. An FDA warning came out now. Okay, so you know that the cicadas are back after 17 years. They always hibernate and then they're back every 17 years. So they're back. Thank God I don't live in the South, because I would not enjoy that. And Samuel Jackson was not available, says Chris Van Horn. No. Anyway, the cicadas are back. 17 years underground, and now they're back, and they're making all that noise. Well, the FDA has had to issue a warning that if you're allergic to shellfish, don't eat cicadas.
I saw that. I was like, well, who's eating cicadas?
Apparently, lots of people, because there are chefs creating dishes since they are so plentiful. So,
And also,
just a warning.
I understand, like, the 17 years back, whatever, but they're always around. Like, they're...
Well, I guess just en masse, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, getting that echo again.
Well, because my earbuds just cut out for no reason. This is so irritating. Sorry, guys. Oh,
Fried and crunchy. Is that what you like, Chris? You like to eat cicadas fried and crunchy? I once, I was doing, well, you're going to hear this story twice.
No, I can hear it.
Oh, I know, but the audience is hearing it twice.
Oh.
Maybe this should be a short show today.
It's just like Murphy's Law right now. Like, Eddie's flipping nuts. Hold on.
I'm just going to keep going. Echo! 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 Echo. It's not as fun as when we were kids. God, I hate to hear myself laugh.
Okay.
Oh, there, it's gone. Okay, I was going to say, it's, regarding the cicadas, people eating them. I did a show called Fun Home up north, and on the last day, I brought gifts for people, and as you do in the theater, you bring gifts on the last day sometimes. And while I was shopping, I found edible crickets, like seasoned edible crickets in bags. And I challenged the kids in the show. I told them I would give them $5 for every one they ate. And one of the kids took me up on it.
Oh, I would have taken you up on it.
I had to pay out. I had to pay out money. He actually did it. It's pretty gross.
And cicadas is actually one of my favorite things to hear. Like, I always have them on. Like, I have a like a sound machine with that noise on it. But my family is just like, because they are in Dallas and they hear them all the time. They're like, no, it is awful. It is awful. Like,
I would not enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy that. Just spending a few days in Tennessee after a while, you're just like, like the buzzing in the ears. It's just like,
I just think it's so calming. I love it.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
I think for me, I do associate it with, big flying beetles. So, are they beetles? Yeah, cicadas are beetles.
Yeah.
Somebody help. Are they beetles? But big flying beetles. That's not attractive to me. That is not something I would
My nieces
enjoy.
and nephew like collect the skins because they like
Oh, they shed.
shed.
That's right.
and so
Yeah.
like they collect their
Again.
shells.
Creepy as fuck. Very creepy.
Weird family.
Well, aren't we all? Anyway,
He's
that's.
in my selling bag right now, so I'm sure he's coming out with many needles in his mouth.
Oh, that should be good. Oh, last week I was on a doggy play date, and a little puppy. He's just a little guy.
Oh.
It's the cutest little thing. And then all the dogs kind of crash for a while. We're all chill and sleeping, and he's sleeping under his person's chair. And then my daughter and I start looking at him. We're like, oh, he looks so funny right now. And his face is like big. He had eaten a bee. They found a stinger in his tongue, and poor little guy's head swelled up like this. He's okay. He went from, he's a little, what is he, like a Chihuahua, whatever mix. But he ended up looking like a boxer because his face was so boxy. So watch out for bees and your little dogs. Be careful. I've seen them in paws, never saw it in the tongue before. Yeah. But anyway, well, that's all I got.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm waiting for my MRI results. I got my first medical bill in, so that's enjoyable.
Oh, yay. Yay. My daughter graduates high school Friday.
Yay!
Yeah.
And I get
Crazy.
straight to college on Saturday.
Yep. Well, I'm just kicking her out of the house. I mean, I did my job. She's 18. She's graduating high school. Done. Time to launch.
I'm so bummed that I have to, that it's like during the day because I have to work.
Yeah. That's all
Maybe
right.
live stream it. Oh.
Yeah.
That shouldn't cause any problems.
She's actually she's actually performing at it, so I might live stream a little something. We'll see.
Yeah.
When she's performing,
Or
maybe.
tape it and then
Yeah.
tape it like we did in the 80s.
Tape it. I'm gonna put in my VHS tape. I'm gonna press the play and record at the same time. And I'm gonna hope I didn't tape over my Days of Our Lives episode.
Oh, if anybody doesn't know, because I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but my dad would often tape over dance recitals for Star Trek The Next Generation episodes. So we probably don't have any dance recitals from when we were kids left.
Wow. He was like, I saw it.
I saw it. I need a tape. I need a VHS for my...
So it lives in here. Lives in here.
Yeah.
I recently, speaking of VHS, I think I showed you, resurfaced my first on-camera job, like paying job, which was the
So
Target
good.
Safety Angel. I was the safety angel. Yeah.
Maybe we should put that on the Patreon and get the Patreon going.
Oh, yeah. It's,
the
yeah.
Patreon one.
Yeah.
Richard.
Do it. Yep. She saw it in the Heights yesterday.
I saw it yesterday. I'll
Without
text you.
me. Without
Hey, you were
me.
invited. You were invited. You went to a market. But I
Yeah, but I already had tickets.
Because I can't walk.
Yeah, there's that. But we're seeing it together on Thursday. And she'll be just
God.
looking at me going, you're going to cry here. You're going to cry here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I expected to cry. I didn't expect to cry as soon as I did and for as long as I did.
Aww.
I was just... I was double masked. They were soaked through.
All right, I'll bring tissues and extra masks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cool. The AMC did a really great job. Like
The spacing.
I was in my own row, but
Nice.
somebody like up did sneeze at one point, and I was like, everybody exit. But I had I had popcorn and a Coke Zero, and it was just like fun to
Yeah.
be in a theater again. And
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
there were some kids behind me that were talking the whole time. And they were talking about the show. They were like musical theater fans.
Oh.
But it was just like,
Little theater nerds.
yeah. I'm like, tears. I look like the freaking Joker. And I was just like, turning to them like every 5 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
so
And they're like,
about.
that old lady's trying to shut us up. Sorry, ma'am.
I mean, they were saying things that I was thinking, but I was like, these are things and I don't know
Insight.
if they've forgotten how to do a movie or they're just people that
That
don't
could
know
be.
how to do movies, because that was a thing before, before pandemic.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we talk about these
I
things
feel like most people
afterwards.
should know. Yeah, most people should know.
don't.
Take notes. So if you're going to see the movie and you have some things to say, take notes. Let's do that.
Put it in your head,
Yeah,
and then you talk about it afterwards.
yeah. Do that. All right, I'll make sure to do that.
I did though audibly because it had been so long since I saw like the Warner Brothers logo came up or whatever. As soon as it started, I went. I like just it was just like reaction.
I'm sure I'll have some like ugly cry with, like I did with Up.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid first 10 minutes of Up. Ugh. Ugly cry.
My God. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So everybody get your tickets. You know what? Even if you can't go see it in the theater or don't feel like you're ready, buy a ticket, please. It's not that much to support our community, and it's going to make a really big difference if this opening is a big deal, because that means
Huge. Yeah.
there will be more movies with, the Latin community. So please.
And I will say this, and again, this doesn't spoil anything. They cast real people. Like the dancers look like real people in this, and I was blown away by that. I was just, it looks like all of us. So I was just I can't say
Yay.
anymore. I can't say.
All right. Well, get your tickets.
Yeah.
Go see it. I think let's let everybody go.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. Thank you all for bearing
work.
with us through our technical difficulties today. And we will see you. We'll see them Friday. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I guess
It's up to
you'll
I guess.
just keep watching our page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted. There's going to be some changes. We are going to be going on a hiatus soon. Just prepare yourself. When you miss us, just go back and watch old shows, because you probably missed some. You probably haven't seen all of them.
And we'll be posting stuff, but
Yeah.
everybody needs a break, and we're gonna get so busy, and then we'll come back.
I'm getting super busy. So
and
yes.
miss us and...
All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And don't forget to check out homeformom.online. You can see the episodes of my Emmy-nominated series.
And you can still
Short form
donate
series.
for our kids that are going to the theater. That's still a thing. So
Yeah.
we did secure the theater. They're gonna see it, and there's so many kids in the movie that I'm so excited for them to see.
Oh.
So if you can,
Oh,
keep
I wish we could.
donating- Yeah,
I wish we could have a camera on them as they watch it.
I'm like, if you keep donating, I'll fly myself for the
There you
day.
go. All right, keep donating so we can
Okay? All right?
send you up there. Buy me
Yeah,
a coffee. Donate to that. Put in the Heights in your note so that we know that you want it for that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will see you soon. Adios.